Hi guys, good evening and welcome back once again to the EdWord. I'm your host Eddie, and in tonight's video I'll be discussing what I thought of the most recent and super good episode of our favorite HBO show, Lovecraft Country. They just dropped a new episode a short while ago, just finished watching it. Whew, got a lot to talk about and gush over. Now before I begin, of course, please be warned, if you're not caught up on Lovecraft Country by this episode or last week's episode, do not keep watching or listening, as I will be discussing spoilers, plot details, character stuff, and all that jazz. So, you have been warned. Spoiler warning is issued. Spoilers from here on out starting now. Wow, great episode. It was so interesting to get a whole new setting, because the story is primarily taken place in America between the Deep South and Chicago, and now we actually got to go backwards in time a little bit, and this episode actually answered a question. I was under the impression Atticus was a World War II vet. Apparently he was a Korean War vet. Okay, that's cool. I wasn't aware of that, but it makes a lot more sense since it's a lot more recent for this time era, because the early 50s was the Korean War era, so that makes a lot more sense, the whole Red Scare thing. I also thought it was cool how we finally have a new supporting or perhaps new main character at play who isn't human. I was hoping we were going to get that with the siren lady that they found in that ship while they were looking for those missing pages, but then unfortunately Montrose dashed those hopes and dreams when he slit her throat a few episodes ago. But now we have a new character who's connected to Atticus in his time in Korea, who is not human, but a kumiho. And it's interesting because when they first started talking about what she was, I actually paused the episode, went on my phone, and quickly Googled what kumiho is. And as far as I can tell, it's not a creation of Lovecraft's, but it actually is something out of ancient Asian legends and culture. I believe it's a spirit that can go to almost any country in Asia, because it sounds like there's no country it's actually associated with. It mentioned China, Japan, and both North and South Korea. So in this case, it was in South Korea. And I gotta tell you guys, when those furry tentacle things start shooting out of her, I'm like, what the hell is that, and what is she? Oh my god! And as I'm reading about what the kumiho is, it's translated to as the nine-tailed fox. Interesting. I was kind of hoping we would see her in her full creature form, but unfortunately we only got to see her 9 tails shooting out different parts of her body, which was cool, and at least she didn't kill Atticus. And I gotta say, for as dark as this show gets, and this episode was no exception, I gotta say I was very much taken aback when, she's being led into that tent by the soldier, and they're speaking Korean to each other, and you think, oh no, is she going to be gang raped or interrogated by some military higher-ups or something? Because the whole time your stomach is turning, because you're like, oh Christ, what's going to happen to this poor girl? And then turns out, oh, it's a heartfelt, warming gesture by Atticus. He's throwing a little private screening of a Judy Garland movie for her. That's so cute. So it took an unexpectedly lighthearted turn, which I am not complaining about. It just really caught me off guard, because I'm just so used to how dark and how quickly dark the show gets, and they took an unexpectedly lighthearted turn, which again I have no problem with. Overall, great episode. I'm really hoping that Jiha, I think I might be butchering her name, but I'm really hoping this character returns for more episodes this season, because it would make sense, if she wants to help Atticus and she really does care about him, maybe she'll make her way over to the States and she can help him and his friends, figure out what the hell is going on. Because I would just love to see more of this character. She's interesting, she's got layers, and she started off as just some monstrous spirit that was summoned by this woman with just a heartbreaking and disgusting backstory. But it kind of makes sense when you hear them out. So, great episode. Really enjoyed it as always. What did you guys think? I want to hear your thoughts and your opinions down below in the comments section. What do you think is going on, and will we see more of this kumiho? Thanks for watching, guys. Have a great rest of the night, and of course, until next time, may the force be with you.